Will we be wearing clothes in heaven? Question comes up. Somebody wants to know, in the Christians, when you arrive in heaven, are you clothed? Now, you'll have people start speculating and going into what they think is their assumption on this. So why don't we just go to the scripture and take a look? And the quick answer is yes, absolutely, you're clothed. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 4 starts us off in this study, and Jesus says, "To those of you who are overcomers, you've not fallen to the world, you've fallen me, you'll be walking with me dressed in white." Then you go to the next chapter, Revelation chapter 4 and verse 4, and you're going to find something very intriguing as we start looking at special types of clothes. The first type of clothes used in the Koine Greek, given here, it's used many times, but I'll give you one. It's talking about the elders, the 24 elders around the throne, and they're wearing the crowns of honor, and they are dressed in white. One translation calls it raiment, robing, okay? Now, the Greek word for that is hamartion. Hamartion. It's used scores of times all the way through the New Testament Greek in different areas. Here's the reason why. It's more of a generic term. It can mean workaday clothes. It can mean also special clothes. For example, if I say, well, you were wearing clothing, and then I would name your activity. You'd wear clothing. You're out and you're working in the yard, or you're digging a ditch out in front of the house or something like that. Well, there's different clothing than if you were going out for a fine dinner, theater night, things like that. But you'd still say it's clothing. That's hamartion. It has kind of a broad term there. That's why when we get to the specific term that is used in addition to the clothing in heaven, follow this. There is a word stole in the Koine Greek, stole, and it's only used 9 times in the entire New Testament, and it is used 5 of those in the book of Revelation. I'll start you at Revelation chapter 6. The martyrs are going before the Lord, and they are asking, when will justice be done? As he's answering them and telling them, yes, it will happen, he directs in honor that they are each given a stole. Now, when you look, a very reliable source, Strong's Concordance, for example, says, when you say stole, it is clothing, but it's a special clothing. It is reserved for a special segment of people, for those that are kings or priests or of very high ranking. One of the reasons is you don't have to have frenetic movement. You are there walking in honor, walking in solemnity, walking in purpose of, a great understanding that this is something very, very special. Stole. So you see these ones are being recognized by that. Then you go to chapter 7 and verse 9, and they're standing before the throne beyond count, John says, and they're all wearing stole. These are robes of honor, all the way down to the feet, wonderful, taken and put over the hamartion. It is saying this, it's more than enough that you are here, clothed in righteousness. You are also clothed in honor. And you take a look in these passages all the way through Revelation, and it's using that. As these ones are coming into heaven, they are given honor. Isn't that something we talk about? It's good enough to get into heaven, and here we are, and we go to the reward seat of Christ. We're being rewarded, and then we're being sung over, Zephaniah 3:17, by God himself, and here being addressed and being given stole, honor. Amazing, absolutely amazing.